What are you doing?
I see you hard at work.
I'm working.
I heard you from the other room, hard at work.
How long were you recording?
Enough to hear.
I'm listening to my Fallout music and I'm setting stuff up.
You're very, very cute.
Goodbye. I'm the type of guy who likes to roam around. A place I roam from town to town.
About a week or two ago, give or take some days, we posted a PAX haul video. And we talked about in the haul how it takes so long to produce it and how Jesse works really hard at getting really quality B-roll. And so I figured I'd actually show you behind the scenes what and how long it exactly takes.
These are by far our probably heaviest lift on the channel. And constantly people are asking for more clips, snippets, showcasings of the games we're covering. This is going to be an example of why exactly we don't do that.
What time is it right now?
Right now, it is 6:30. That being said, we sort of started this 2 days ago when you began your research for the haul video.
So the first step for me is actually making a list of all the games that Jesse has decided to bring home and bombard us with.
Not just me!
And then I go online and I look up who's the publisher and when it was published and just a little bit of information. I usually go to BGG or I go to YouTube and find some videos by people who are other than us who've put out content on the games already. Some of the games are too new for me to do that, and so I actually have to go to the publisher's site or to the Kickstarter page and find out more about the game, and I include a little snippet so that when we are talking through the haul about all the games, I can sound mildly informed. And so these are kind of like the snippets that you've seen in the haul video, where I just write down, make a table, and then in the last column of the table is actually going to be a coverage column. Ash, stop shaking your collar. It's rude.
Now, while she's doing research and getting her head wrapped around all of the games that she insisted we bring home,
Not true.
I'm setting up and getting prepared to do a series of B-roll. Now, B-roll is the footage that goes over top of our videos. It's the fancy, showcasey stuff. But that involves knowing how the game's set up, punching, organizing, displaying in some sort of aesthetic fashion, and then, of course, grabbing a camera and floating around overhead like a parrot looking for a green bean.
Green beans?
What?
Why green beans?
It's a good phrase.
Okay.
You never heard that before?
Never. Now for Jesse to do his B-roll, that means all 36 games that we brought home have to be punched and laid out onto the table so that he can get really cool shots of them.
Now, I can handle all of the table layout.
But to punch 36 games in a short amount of time is tiresome.
It's a substantial amount of work.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm starting to punch some games. He's gonna start filming what he can, and then we're gonna switch off. He's gonna hand me memory cards with footage, and I'm gonna start cutting it together. It's a teamwork process.
The amazing thing about where we are now is that while I'm filming footage, instead of editing this in post like I used to 6 months ago, Shira can actually be processing at the same time. So if this takes us 12 or 18 hours to finish, that's two people working full time. It
would have taken you double the amount or triple. Yeah. Plus we have a really good setup right now that he has a dedicated studio that he can film in, and he's even trying to find more spaces in the house to film B-roll. Time flies when you're having so much fun punching. I got through this whole pile. Basically done with Bitoku right now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games punched. How many games have you filmed?
Well, I didn't think she was going to turn the camera back around me. I did our initial setup, so the general setup. I just did Critters at War, Radlands, 3 different games from Button Shy.
That's all included in one category.
So like four or 5 different setups. No, I count per setup, though, per staging. And we figured out how to do time lapses, so maybe there'll be a cool little sequence of events.
Oh,
how you doing, Shira?
It's so long to punch everything. Do you know how many tokens Bitoku has? Do you know? You could even show them the trash. I mean, every single one of these bags is filled with tokens that just got punched. You try punching 30 games in one night. It's not the most enjoyable experience.
It's going well so far, slowly chipping away at all the different B-roll. We're almost to the point where, really, I start setting up the more complicated games, and Shira goes and sits down and edits. Now, why are we doing B-roll for every single game in this video? One, because it's part of what we do for our haul videos. It's a showcase, a display, a celebration. But the other reason, the other compelling thing is, for a lot of this, we want to start building relationships with people in the industry. And so we'll take this B-roll, we'll cut it into bricks, we'll send it over to the publishers, and they can use it for marketing, for advertising, for Instagram posts, whatever they want. It's kind of like a two-way street, and it's good for us to do because part of what we do here is commercial, high-quality video. So it's a good way to, like, grab a business card, pick up a game, and this is the last part of that handshake.
I am fed up of punching things from boxes, so I am going to go into my office and start editing all of this B-roll.
It's about 8 o'clock. Shira has abandoned me to the other room to work on B-roll. I am still setting up and processing all the footage, and now's the time when I start listening to the fourth book in the Red Rising series as Shira starts trying to catch up to me. She's already cleared book 2, and she's loving it so far. Now, this is a really complicated setup, and I want to show it to you. I'm working with all 3, GPS, Sequoia, and Mountain Goats from Board Game Tables, and here's the question. Do I do a beautiful artistic scene with them? Do I set each game up individually? Do I do both, all 3 variations of the above? It becomes quite a problem. How much do you just want to show the components that are in the box, show how pretty everything is, versus show an actual game mid-progress? An actual game mid-progress takes a whole lot more time to set up, guess, and try to do right. So we're going to give a push and take on a few of these. And as we start playing the games, I'm also going to start getting into the habit of filming B-roll at the same time we have them on the table with people around. Because that's valuable footage as well. It's just not stuff that I oftentimes think to capture.
So all the B-roll that Jesse just filmed, I have on a memory card that I just transferred over to my computer, and now I'm going to start going through it. I finally got my office looking halfway decent. Here I have 2 big monitors behind me and a desktop and a little laptop. The laptop is what's powering it all, and these are just extensions for it, and using Premiere. This is a gameplay of Vindication of Devin and Alex with Jesse. So I was in the middle of that, and now B-roll's gonna take a priority.
We've made it through a few more titles. I made the decision to do multiple sets for the BoardGameTables.com series, and now we're on a game that took Shira probably, I don't know, like 15 minutes to punch. We're messing with Bitoku. And this has to be set up like this. This is where I can't even listen to audiobooks because I'm trying to digest the rulebook and understand enough not to play the game, but to make it look aesthetically accurate just for the sake of filming for 10 minutes and then putting it all back away. Baggies upon baggies upon baggies. If you want to know why this takes so long, it's because this is part of the process. By the way, it is 9:15 now, so we've been punching and filming for the better part of 3 hours straight without a break. My back is getting sore. Shira's already given up on one part of the task, and she's on to editing, and I think it's about time to go make a tea.
Alright, so it's 10:50 at night. My duck is keeping me company. I have 2 B-roll bricks completed, only 34 more to go. That doesn't sound optimistic. Here's hoping they get all done. I take a nap. I wake up when Jesse goes to bed.
It's completely dark because Shira has gone to sleep.
That's in my room as well. Can you shut off my fan?
Okay. I'll see if I can find it.
It's the light switch on the other side.
Okay.
Shut off. Down. Thank you. Good night. Make sure to come wake me when you're going to bed. I set an alarm though, just in case.
All right. So that's the plan. Shira's headed to sleep. I guess, am responsible for waking her up when I go to sleep in like 4 or 5 hours, hopefully after I have a lot of B-roll done, because she's currently running an export on another set of footage, and then we're going to be back at it tomorrow. This is This is the way. It's 2 a.m. I am over the halfway mark and we are on to filming Tales from the Loop, which I'm really excited about. It's really beautiful laid out here and I want to go ahead and stop and play it, but I can't. We started, I think, at 6, so that means I've been going for about 8 hours just unboxing, filming, recording, putting back away, and Shira's taking a nap. She's going to be opening up and getting a pile of B-roll when she wakes up. Now, the puzzle for me is to get all of this done so that I can sleep while she continues to produce the video that we're hoping is posted tomorrow. The video might be a little bit delayed, but we're making good progress on this, and I think the audience and I hope the publishers will be glad to see and grateful to have some nice footage of a whole collection of games. It's 4 a.m., still going strong. I have 3 games left to film B-roll of, and that'll make something like, I just took a 15-minute break, so something along the lines of 9 going on 10 or 11 hours of filming just B-roll. And just so you have some context, look at this mess of a pile behind me, just from all of the waste and wear and unboxings. Whew. I hope y'all are enjoying this, because this is a lot of work for 2 videos.
It's 5 a.m. I just woke up, got about 5 hours of sleep, and came in to find this man.
I finished! I just did it!
Did it?
It's all done, just now.
Wow.
It's all of it's done.
Wow.
We're gonna watch the time lapse here in just a second, and we're not gonna show it to you yet, but we'll let you know what we think. Okay, we just checked out the time lapse that was Shira's idea.
It looks so freaking cool. It was on both of our
I don't know.
ideas.
I don't know. No, I figured out how to do it. You're the one that said, why don't you time lapse this? Here's the thing. I don't know how I want to share it. I think we're going to share it to the Patreon first, just privately, and then determine, like, does it go in the video? Will it be at the end of this video? Does it go up as its own separate thing?
I honestly think that it's an idea we can do a lot more frequently with our Patreon updates. We can do, like, some time lapses as we, like, set up, break down games throughout the week.
It's neat.
It's a neat tool that we now know how to do.
It's a cool little thing. Shira's going to go get some Starbucks here soon. She's grabbing the B-roll, and I am leaving her in the editing bay with all of the responsibility now. If the video doesn't go up, it's no longer this guy's fault.
Off to Starbucks to get us some chai tea lattes. It's very, very cold outside. And I brought the puppy with me. She doesn't like to be left alone. The excitement she has for a cup of whipped cream is so freaking adorable. She was a cute little face covered in whipped cream. Very studiously eating the whipped cream. So I finished cutting the haul video from front to back, basically going from top cam to bottom cam and back and forth and back and forth. It is now 7:40 in the morning, and now I have to get snippets of B-roll from all the B-roll that Jesse shot last night and add it to the video. That's gonna take me a little while, and then I get to color grade it all and then export it and upload it so that you all can see it.
We've tag teamed again. I just finished the vlog for PAX. We still want it to go up today. B-roll's a lot to cut. So Shira is
I'm pinning stuff to my badge and de-stressing for a bit because there was too much to get done in a short amount of time.
I'm tackling the B-roll. That's what I'm doing. She said she wants me to sleep today as well. I don't quite believe that.
I have high expectations.
Yeah. It is 9:50 in the morning, and behind me, our haul video is exporting. I need to go downstairs, make a thumbnail, and we're gonna have something to post, which to me is super exciting, kind of mind-blowing. From start to finish, this is about a 20-hour project with 2 people working together to get it done. That's insane. This video is so overproduced. So a couple hours later, after we got some much needed sleep, we came to update you. We got the video up at 11 a.m., which is about 16 hours
after we started
Yeah,
it.
I calculated that it was equivalent of like 20 to 25 hours worth of work because both of us were overlapping for a significant period of time.
And I had worked before we had started counting down.
You were doing the data and kind of breaking down all the games that we had. So, what a push.
Yeah. We did it, though.
It's doing well. It's number 1 out of the last 10 on the channel. Should trend upwards for quite a while, and we're going to have all that B-roll to send out. But I think we're going to end on the actual hyperlapse of us doing it, or me doing it. So, have fun. This is 12, what did I say? 12 hours, 30 games.
36 games, 12 hours, 36
90
games.
seconds. Enjoy.